welcome back to Minecraft. Well, today you see I'm in a different location, but with me on the server I have Voldex. Hello, Voldex.
I'm going. Yeah, hello everybody.
Okay, and we've got Noah on the server. Hello, Noah. Come on in. Excellent. And finally, and this is the building that we're actually in, is we've got Redclaw who's in the building.
I can moonwalk with the F5 key. Okay, I'm good. Hello.
Brilliant. And in this episode, we said last time that we've had projects that have been hiding out in our city for a number of weeks that we haven't shown you. Rek, why don't you explain the reasonings behind your building here?
Alright, this is the inside of the modern equestrian, which I've showed you the skeleton of earlier, and I think I had an episode where I was complaining about how the elevator wasn't working to standards. Well, if we come up the stairs out of the lobby, we can see that the light is on, and the elevator is in emergency maintenance mode, and we need to use the backup safe ascending module in order to get to the top floor, because the elevator is still broken, and will always be broken. Because I give up. But anyway, this is the alternative. This is the backup safe ascending module. And I need Fire and Voldex to grab minecarts. Just sit in there.
I nearly shot it with an
And
arrow.
then Fire, I think you got a button over your shoulder. Just hit it.
Brilliant. And off we go. And this will be designed to be able to do two-player co-op for those who are going to do the adventure map, as well as single player as well, but both players get launched on the same button, and usually through the journey, I think the timing's off today for some reason. Normally you travel relatively side by side. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
I lagged a bit.
Yeah, it looks like you're lagging a bit.
Yeah, I lagged a little bit, don't worry. I'm right behind you though! And I'm having the time of my life, and I don't even know where I am.
Okay, so we've got a lot of this is inside the building here, and now we're actually inside certain apartments. It's going in quite a pace today, but throughout the apartments... Oh god, it was very fast. Throughout some of the apartments were signs in there. Can you let us know what the signs were saying? I can't remember. The gist of
No, basically... There are a ton of subliminal text, and if you see over here on the wall, it actually says, "We hope that you are not objected to many harmful subliminal messages." Basically, the entire ride is trying to get you to subliminally buy all of the apartments and spend way too much money on purchasing everything, more or less.
Oh, well. No wonder I've got a bit of
a... So this brings us up into the resident of Dr. Vork, which we've seen before, and all of this is the same.
Yup. Tiki torches, full swimming pool.
Yeah, I think all of these are...
Slight smell of cosmetic.
Before, did you say that you'd spoken to Dr. Vork recently?
Yes, not by my choice. I have had a recent case of Cosby-itis that I've had to have looked at, and he appears to be the expert in the field, so I've just been doing regular hospital visits, trying to get vaccinated, you know, that sort of thing. It's kind of personal, and I don't want to linger on the subject. It's a little bit of an embarrassing syndrome.
I can understand.
Cosby-itis.
I didn't even think there was a cure. Very lucky to be
I think it can be managed, but can't be cured if you...
Vaccination.
You know.
There can be a it can be sustained. And
sustained.
So here's something. Unfortunately, Mirus is not here, who's built a lot of this, but I've built some of this too. Can you come up to the top of the skull? Because we're going to show the inside of the skull properly in one of our special episodes later down the line. But this part probably won't appear in the episode, and this is to do with the adventure map. If you want to, thanks for the lighting. Do you want to come up to the ceiling of your building, please, Voldex?
Coming! I'm just flying over to you now. I'm going to land in here. Yay!
I'm gonna be lazy. Just
Okay,
don't
cool.
mind me.
So, as we discussed way back when, this was going to be a astrology lab in the school, and we've built a telescope. And the telescope, you may not notice, isn't facing the sky; it's facing somewhere else. And part adventure map, because the way they approach this would actually be through the school. They wouldn't see that building until this point. They'd come up, and the player would be in this room, and as part of adventure map, we'll have to use this telescope. And there'll be a keypad downstairs, and we'll be changing the number for on the keypad at some point than what we've got here. But you hit the switch, and the circuitry travels quite a distance, and so it takes a while to activate. Actually, we've messed around with the glass here somewhat, I think. Oh, that's because this has changed. That's why.
You gotta stand up on the.
Yeah. So yeah, this has changed actually. This should be. I don't know who changed it, but it's supposed to be like that. That's.
Yeah.
So that gives the code 7182, and that would give them the clue they needed to be able to escape this building. So that's part of it. The number will change by the time we go live, but we hooked it up just to show it to you. And it's pretty simple circuitry that will perhaps show on a later episode, but we're not really ready to show the post office yet, because the post office is kind of hiding behind this wall. But the circuitry you can see is on this bridge.
That Amiris is not here.
Yeah, Amiris is not here. Yeah, that's a good point. So, from the last episode, we were in the church, and we're back in the church today. So, if the guys would like to come in and join me, we're going to be building a staircase up to a second level in this episode. So, if you'd like to come join me, that would be most excellent.
I'm getting lost in this city already, as it would happen.
You're never going to leave.
I'm not holy enough to enter. Oh. It burns my face.
Here you go, I'll put some holes in you then.
So I can
Well,
breathe.
you said you weren't holy
so
enough. Now you're full of holes.
Okay, great. So, staircase.
Yeah, and we'll mirror
Bow
this
and arrow.
on the other side, and I think that the level we kind of agreed to get up to was where I put this wood up here, so hopefully we can get up to that height at the right time. Yeah, look at that, it's almost spot on.
Perfect.
Hey.
So,
having all these different wood types is so confusing. I swear, I keep placing the wrong.
brilliant, and I put the wood up there as that level, but actually I guess it should be stone, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess the wood works, right? So let me just switch wood.
The wood works.
Yeah, two of the woods in this texture pack look really similar. Yeah, there's the right one.
Yeah,
I don't
used
think it
to
really
make a tool.
matters if you've got like a little mix of wood.
Well, yeah,
And you did want to mirror it on the other side, right?
Two different, yeah, mirror it on the other side. That would be cool. And this is effectively the balcony. I don't know if it will go back here much at all. Or I don't know. We'll think of that later. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, this is the first balcony. We're probably going to have more heights of stuff going on, but this is the first one, so.
Well, we don't want to build a floor over the top of, you know, here, where the sermon's held. Yeah, we kind of want it to be open. You can see it. You can see right up to the ceiling, no matter where you are. Right.
Yeah. So
So have like a balcony.
last Sunday, Voldex, I heard that you'd come into the Cathedral here to listen to Reverend Giles, is one of his classic sermons that he does. And after the service, you were telling me that you saw something going on.
Oh, well, the guy's a little bit depressed, you see. He wasn't always a priest. He didn't go to school, he was very much a loner, didn't really believe in God and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I should say his story, but because it's so sad.
Well, go ahead, share it with the
Do
audience.
you need to get?
Well,
Do you want me to get out my mini violin?
well, he was telling me about his sister, and his sister was a real party goer and everything, and he was saying that she went to a hospital because she got hit by a car, and that kind of put her into some sort of crazed vegetable state. And then after a day or two, she actually woke up and she wasn't herself. She went around kissing all the doctors, being absolutely crazy, and she went to the nearby arcade and there was a gumball machine, and she kind of wrapped her legs around the gumball machine, pressed her hoo-ha against the slot, and within minutes all those gumballs was just gone.
Right.
Now she's got to spend her entire life blowing bubbles out of her fanny.
Right.
I mean, it's just... I'm getting tearing up just thinking about it.
So am I. 'Cause that,
Tearing up because you're laughing too hard, or tearing up because it's sad?
I thought, isn't this side 4 blocks wide? I thought we were
It's only
mirroring.
3 wide.
No, it isn't. That side's 4
whoops.
wide. I measured it. I've been building it. That's why I made 4 blocks here.
I know. I'm saying this one's 3.
Yeah. So it should be 4, right? There we go.
It is a sad story.
It's wrong.
Small fish.
So what was the name of the Reverend's sister? The Gumball girl.
Lilly.
Lily. Gumball Lily.
Gumball Lilly.
Gumball Lily.
The thing, well, you know, she died soon after having that many gumballs just inside her all at once. You know, her sermon, her eulogy for her funeral was horrible. There was just a big pinkish bubble popping out of the coffin because
Really?
they couldn't fit it in. Yeah, it was horrible.
Did you?
Everybody was just.
Did you ever
covered
get a
in-
description of the car that hit her? By the way.
It was a Lassetti. It was a
Said-
blue Lassetti.
Really?
Yeah, and you know, he was just that depressed. He drank himself into a depression, spent all of his nights watching CSI Miami and listening to Led Zeppelin on a 1990s Walkman. And, you know, Jesus just came through the door and said, "Hey, how's it doing? You gotta repent. You're sinning." So he turned him into a narwhal, and now he's got a new
Considering-
perspective on life.
Considering you were telling us about how poor Gumball Lily died, I've built a tombstone out the back. You can feel free to pay
Lay
your
some
res-
flowers down.
Yeah, lay some flowers, pay some respects. It said the tombstone here lies. Here lies Gumball Lily. Insert coin.
20 pence piece.
um,
It's for the this is the price of the gumballs at the gumball machine that eventually killed her. It's so sad. I wanted to eat those gumballs.
Where'd you stick this gravestone at?
it's just outside the old folks' home. Just down there, yeah.
You know, you just want to go and have a lovely gumball to chew on, and they're all gone, and they're inside some girl's vagina.
Just crazy. I'm gonna have to come over and see what you're up to over there. So that isn't actually the story I thought you were going to tell me. I'm really surprised. That isn't what you were saying before. It was.
I tried to cover it up.
Popping till she popped too hard. Brilliant.
Oh, such a fitting tombstone.
The story
suppose
I
you would
was
be
thinking of was how Reverend Giles had caught up with the waitress Sarah, and waitress Sarah had approach the Reverend and explain her woeful tale between the fireman Jim and what had happened and.
Oh, at the restaurant.
Well, yeah.
She kind of went a little bit crazy. She didn't know it was a confession booth.
Oh, did she not?
She was a little bit. No, she got a little bit horny, and she tried to smooch the Reverend if she thought it was a kissing booth.
Oh, God, that was an easy mistake to make, I guess.
I know. I mean, you come into a church, and then you just get horny, you know.
Well, you know, they give you all the privacy you need in these confessional booths, and you know, we've all seen Confessions of a Salesman, and it's very easy to get carried away, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just. You can't blame the poor girl. I mean, it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Should we? I was just about to ask, Rec, do you want me to connect these right the way across the back so you can connect the two of these over?
Yes, and please do it in a non-sexually stimulating fashion. I'm starting to get scared, honestly. I don't like Voldex being here.
Oh. It's okay, I'll make sure he keeps his hands to himself. It should be fine.
Please, please.
I'm still reeling from the story of Gumball Lilly, to be honest.
I kind of am too. Oh,
I know, it's such a sad and touching story. And it's just touched my heart.
It certainly touched me.
I just can't get over it. In many different places.
in unexpected ways.
Keep his hands to himself.
We've all got a little bit of Gumball Lily inside us all.
Whoa!
Speak for yourself. I know.
Well, Fireman Jim was expressing that exact same fact the other day when I was having a chat with him. Being a ladies'
Except
man.
it was Miss Sarah. It was all very sticky. And apparently Sarah wasn't even worth the 20p piece that you gave her beforehand.
Oh, dude.
Well, I've met Sarah. She's actually quite nice, but I don't know, something about her just seemed, well, like Noah said, sticky.
Sticky.
And easy. Sticky and easy.
Brilliant.
Just easy.
This is starting to look really cool in here, actually. So
anyway,
at some
back
point,
to reality.
At some point on, I think the 3rd level, we're going to build an organ. Not that kind of organ, Voldex. Keep it together.
Oh, but I wanted to make intestines.
A humongous organ.
Yeah, a very large organ for the pianist to play on.
And we'll have a donor right next to it, so you'll have an organ donor.
But we'll see who Reverend Giles decides to hire to play with his organ. I'm sure in a later episode we'll find out.
I'll go grab Sarah.
You reckon? I don't think she's talented enough to play that kind of instrument, to be honest.
Oh, you'd be amazing what she can do with her fingers. This one time at band camp. You know, she's band camp. She's great at playing instruments.
That's the wrong wood using a copy like that, by the way. So you can't do that.
I got stuck inside Noah's wood.
But yeah. And don't build it out all the way yet, because as we said at the beginning of the episode, or beginning of coming in here, I don't know what the plan is back here yet. So just hold your horses, because we might have towers of staircases up to the bell tower, and it might not work out to do that.
Have you seen the other side then?
Yeah, I know. Or whatever. We'll run with whatever's there. I don't think we've got any other planning of building in here for this episode, do we? I think we're pretty good.
Well, we'll go around. Maybe there'll be more tales from the citizens that take residence here in the city, because they're popping up just everywhere. I've gotten to know Father Giles and his touching story.
Gumball, Lilly,
All
his
the
sister
kinds of
Gumball,
scenarios.
sister Gumball, Lilly,
Lily.
yeah, and Sarah, and from Voldex, Reclaw, Noah, and myself, we're gonna bid you good night. Thanks for joining us again, and click subscribe and join us for more. Goodbye.